It's been a rough morning. I woke up with a migraine. Brian's all congested. Um, and it's a kind of migraine where I would have normally just laid in bed for half the day, but I did some stretches, I took some medicine, I had some espresso, I had some food. I still feel nauseous, but I think all that helped so I can at least function today. When you're traveling, what am I going to do? I'm not laying in bed for half the day. So, we're going to try. We'll go slower if we need to.
Welcome to the Addams Family Travelers. Join us as we use our vacation days to travel around as much as we can and enjoy exploring the world. Make sure you join us on our adventures. We started our day at the Louvre, which I'll show you in a separate video, and then we went to Beau and Me for lunch.
Obviously, quiche is big in France. It is essentially like an egg pie. Quiche Lorraine is like the most common. I got I'm not sure. This one is like cheese and ham. It looks really good. We're at Beau and Me. You can get this all over the city though. It's a great takeaway lunch. They heated it up for us and then we're gonna go walk. That's fantastic quiche. Really good. I love quiche. Can't beat it. So we are on the Seine. We're about to go over to the Ile de Cité, which is the city island, essentially, or island of the city. It is where Notre Dame and Sainte Chappell are. It is where Paris originated, and that island was Paris. You have to cross the Seine and the bridge to get it. And also these green stands here on the river are booksellers. There are about 400 of them all over in the green stands across the river, and you have to apply to be able to get there. A lot of them have been there for years. We are at Sainte Chappell, which is a church here on the Ile de Cité, and basically it's like another church. But basically this one has a ton of stained glass windows. It from the pictures I've seen, it looks beautiful inside. And you need to make a reservation. The line here is really long. There's two lines. They're both long. One's for people who have tickets and one's for people who don't have tickets. The one for people who don't have tickets or for people with reservations is shorter. So definitely make sure you book tickets, and you can also use the Paris Museum pass. You just need to make a reservation. Even though we have tickets to Sainte Chappell, we were like 20 minutes late and we've had to wait. It's about 45 minutes so far. But this church was built in the 13th century and it only took 7 years to build, where I think Notre Dame took about 200 years. Notre Dame. So after almost an hour, we're finally into Sainte Chappell. The holdup was the security check. It was like a whole airport check. So make sure you, first of all, get there on time with your ticket and that you get a ticket. Chappell was pretty neat with all the stained glass. I don't know if it was worth almost the hour it took us to get in, but it was not as crowded once you got through the security. The stained glass was amazing in there, and the way the sun hit it was pretty cool to see. So this church only took 7 years to build. It was built in the 13th century and basically built to house the crown of thorns, which was gotten by France in the 9th century. The crown of thorns is now in the treasury in Notre Dame. So behind me is Notre Dame. It just opened. We're here in February 2025. It just opened 2 months ago. I couldn't get tickets online. You can only reserve them 2 days ahead of time. It was sold out. We're going to see how the line is to get in. Otherwise, we're just going to view it from the outside because when we planned this trip, we didn't know it was going to be open. So, we got surprisingly lucky. I would love to see inside, but it's just beautiful from the outside as well. So the line for Notre Dame is pretty long, but we asked the police officer and she said it moves fast. It seems that, it's constantly moving. So we're going to give it a try and kind of see. Otherwise we'll move on. We just exited Notre Dame. You can hear the bells ringing behind me. It was beautiful in there, and just even if you don't have tickets, the line seems really daunting, but the police officer was right. It only took 10 minutes. The line was constantly moving, so I definitely recommend going in there. The fact that this was built in the 13th century and underwent this massive fire in 2019 and they were able to restore it, there was no telling from in there that it was on fire. You still can't go in the tower, but it was just beautiful in there, and iconic. Everyone knows what Notre Dame is, and they definitely, obviously, this is a must-do in Paris. We're here at Amaretto, which is gelato, and these are the Instagrammable famous, where they make your gelato into a rose. I got the vegan chocolate sorbet, and Brian got a cup of, I think a cherry flavor. That sorbet is really good. It's really chocolatey. I'm usually not the biggest fan of chocolate ice cream, but this is good. I prefer the silver fruit flavor, and that's what they have for the sorbets. So it's really good. We're gonna enjoy our ice cream, take a little relaxing. So behind me is the Parthenon. And the Pantheon, and so behind me is the Pantheon, and this is built by the kings of France. So behind me is the Armee Museum. It's the Invalides building. And here they have basically exhibits on all of France's wars, and mostly including World War I, World War II, and the Napoleonic Wars. Most famous in here is Napoleon's tomb, and I think that's mostly what we're gonna go see. We're running out of time, so I think we're gonna skip the other exhibits, but this is included on the museum pass, so for us it's free. We already paid for the museum pass, so we're gonna go check out Napoleon's tomb. I've heard it's really great. I wish they would have had more information on there. I had read something about it, but I kind of forgot. So to make sure you do your research before you go in, but it's definitely neat to see. We're gonna head off. The other exhibits look really cool though, and your museum pass will get you into everything here. So we are in front of the Sacre Coeur, which is in Montmartre. There's a lot of stuff to get up here. There's a funicular, but we saw the exit then, but not the entrance. This is basically on the top of Paris, and I'm staring at a fantastic view. So you can go into the church up here, but we're just going to look at the views. It's beautiful here at dusk, and it was kind of cloudy today, so not much of a sunset, but just beautiful. Definitely more outside the main central city of Paris, though. So we were just in the Montmartre area. We were in Our Chocolate, which is a vegan chocolate store. They were actually, it saw in there won awards for the International Chocolate Society for the vegan category, and they have vegan hot chocolate, which since I can't have dairy is fantastic. And that's really good. It's like a dark chocolate. And she said it was from Peru, and there's notes of berries, which I can definitely take. It's more of a sophisticated hot chocolate. It's good. So we in Montmartre went in front of Moulin Rouge. You can still go to shows here. This street's really interesting. There's a lot of erotica shops and whatnot, but it's definitely interesting to see Moulin Rouge in person, which translates to ride a windmill, which obviously by the windmill up there. We are going to go on a Seine Dinner Cruise on the La Calif. This is like a gourmet dinner, so that should be exciting to get to see all the lights of Paris. So we got a glass of wine and we're on a Seine River cruise. This is a glass of Chablis from the south of France. Cheers. So, foie gras liver, and I have some here with a puff pastry and a mushroom sauce. So this should be pretty good. That's good. I don't know if I would have liked the foie gras alone, but with the puff pastry and the mushrooms, look good. Here tart tatin, which is basically an apple tart on shortbread. Those apples are really good, and then cream's good. Oh my god, that's fantastic. Fantastic. So we just finished our dinner cruise on the La Calif, and that was amazing. I think this might be the best thing we did in Paris. They timed it perfectly. We got to see the light show at the Eiffel Tower, which is every hour on the hour. And the dinner was amazing. It was €159 a person, and just absolutely worth it. The views, this meal, I had foie gras, and chanterelle pastry, for appetizer. And then for, dinner, I had sea bass and I had a tart tatin for dessert. We also got a bottle of wine and champagne. It absolutely 100% recommend. Definitely take a Seine Dinner Cruise, preferably on Le Calif, when you're in Paris.
Thanks for watching, and make sure you check out our other videos in the Paris series.